Hi guys, quick update here for YouTube for Bitcoin, the 17th of March, Monday, 2025. If you want to join the group, everything's here. We have the accurate long-term wave count for Bitcoin and for the entire stock market. Very, very important things that are now going on in the stock market with commodities, forex and bonds. This is the educational course, very good reviews as you can imagine. This was developed for anyone to trade, analyze and invest in the financial markets. We have a mini version here as well as the mortgage amortization course. We have been meaning to get a part 2 hopefully before the end of the year. Now let's just move on to Bitcoin here. So as you can see, things are really struggling here. They don't really give us any confidence that it wants to, make a new high anytime soon. We are really struggling here. We mentioned the volume on the last video. Most of the highest volume is on the down days, and we've tried to exemplify that by showing you the on-balance volume, which whilst is not taking the percentage moves at all, is simply taking the nominal move. Even that is enough to show you the damage which is getting taken place here. Okay, on a down day it would subtract the volume, on an up day it would add the volume. So the volume has continued to be pathetic on the up moves, right? So this is showing distribution. These are lower points of supply and we are going lower. There is nothing at all that is bullish here, right? If it miraculously somehow, this is absolutely impossible, I just refuse to believe this is going to happen anytime soon. If it does something like this, then suddenly something has changed in the market and things actually look very, very good. And the last month and a half has been a huge little shakeout S-curve, and then we're going to go higher. Obviously I do not think this is going to happen. We are nowhere near this happening, but that is the key pivot level. We are well below that. We have been bearish on this market for a very long time. The only slight bit of doubt which came into the analysis was here, and even then we were cautious, looking at MicroStrategy collapse, looking at Coinbase. Coinbase, we're looking at 20 on Coinbase there. So things are going to get a lot worse here. People are underestimating what is going on. Stock market looks horrendous. It's probably the worst I've ever seen the stock market, and I've been doing this since 2007. If you have a look through the previous videos, we've called all of this a long time ago. The very fact that no one is concerned about the stock market, no one is concerned about Bitcoin, means the move is real and the move is going to continue on going lower until all the weak hands have been wiped out. Now, are these people weak physically? Probably. They could probably barely bench press 50-60 pounds. They're weak emotionally, they're weak in their capital, and they're weak in their ability to read a chart. This market looks very, very heavy, and it's going to go down. Now, a fascinating thing that we like to look at every now and then, because it's a lot of retail traders like to look at it. Not that we need any more evidence because it's such a lagging indicator, but we are due a death cross. So, we're working with the idea that we could hit, 66666 by the 18th of April here. So let's just run the 200 there. Let's pop that in. What color is that? In blue. And we're going to pull up the 50-day moving average. So for those who are new to this game, which might very well be some of the people listening to this, a death cross is when the 50 crosses underneath the 200 from above, right? So effectively it's causing a death cross. And as you can see, even if you were just to look at the 200, we don't use this kind of stuff because by the time it death crosses, it's already going to be in the 70s, right? And we have some real big issues here, but just to simplify things for those in the YouTube audience, I appreciate some people might not be well versed with Elliott wave. Obviously we got a huge death cross here, catastrophic collapse, and obviously we got the same death cross here, but we did call the top and the bottom of this move 7 years ago, and this move here. So calling crashes, that's exactly what we do here, and we like to call everything 10 years ahead of time. So the people in the group, those who are accessible in the group right now, did a very important video today, refining the medium and long-term count. Only they know exactly where this market is going to go, but for the sake of YouTube, things look very, very bad. So we are due a death cross. I believe there's an indicator where you can forecast a death cross. It's somehow manages to calculate it, I mean, obviously it's never going to be accurate, isn't it? So, it's never going to be to the day accurate, but it's going to be there or thereabouts. I don't think I can find that, but I'm sure there's something on here where it can pretty much, Def Cross, Vladimir Klitschko over here. Let's see if Klitschko is out here, and what do we have here? What's this here? April. Okay, that's not a bad indicator, actually. I might have to add that onto my favorites. So he's managed to forecast here. Vladimir Klitschko is forecasting the 5th of April, right? So we found a new indicator here live on YouTube. So there you go. So let's everyone have a look at this. Where's it gone? So Def Cross. Right, I've been looking for this for quite some time because I'm looking at a Def Cross around the 18th of April. But Vladimir here is, so we're going to add that to our favorites. So I really like that. I mean, this guy's not got very good reviews at all. So let's go with Vladimir there. He's forecasting a Def Cross on the 5th of April. So how many days away is that? 17th of March, so you're looking at what? 13 plus 5, around 18 calendar days, and that's pretty much the way things are going. You know, this market looks really bad, so we've found a new indicator there, and a Def Cross, well, it's exactly just further evidence this market is very heavy, it's very bearish, and it's rather pathetic. And a lot of people have to get wiped out because there's a large amount of poorly located longs. Even the ones who have bought down here, even they're going to wiped out. You know, people are going to be very surprised as to how low this is going to go. So good luck with that. Let me know how that goes. So Solana, we've said that this is completely uninvestable, just like we've said on many of the FANG stocks, which aren't looking too good, unfortunately, for those who are poorly located in the FANG stocks. So we formed a shake at parent swing failure there. Let's get this GIMP moving average out off the way too lagging. We don't like to use that. So as you can see, we are really struggling here. I've not seen any meme coin as of right now go to zero. That might very well change over the last week. So the market's looking very, very bearish. We had a great move in Casper recently, 5.7. We've got a 25% move within 1 day. So we are looking at opportunity and dead cat bounces within this bear market, but it is just that it's a dead cat bounce. And this 4-year cycle theory, I just want to say that is absolutely completely nonsense. So 4-year cycle, they're basically going off these highs. They were exactly 4 years apart, and they're absolutely convinced. There's a 4-year cycle. So I've heard May and I've heard November. Okay, both of those are absolutely complete nonsense, right? So this is a translated left cycle. How's that? I've just made up a term there for those who are fascinated by a 4-year cycle theory. It's translated to the left. How low does this have to go for people to realize that the top's already in? A lot of people are going to get wiped out here because looking at Discord groups, there's a lot of people who are long the altcoins. The altcoins look absolutely awful. You're going to be really picking your spots there. 1 or 2 of them that we have defined in the group are good for long-term investment, but 95% of them are looking very, very bad, and we've identified why that is. But Bitcoin is the daddy here. It's got a lot lower to go. I mean, that 82,598. Come back to me in about a week or so. It's going to be far lower than that. So there's not really much to update. The 4-year cycle theory is a load of nonsense. We found a new Def Cross predictor by Vladimir Klitschko. So here's to the 5th of April. We're looking at a Def Cross, and like I said, if you want to join the group, you know where we are. We take things seriously here on YouTube. We like to have a bit of a laugh. Obviously, I can't share with you the exact charts that we share in the group. What else is there to cover? I mean, Coinbase, like 20. This looks awful, right? How many poorly located longs are there here, right? How many people have bought the MicroStrategy top? Everyone, it seems, FOMO'd into MicroStrategy of 543. Whilst we were not in this mainly, we were in Riot and in Coinbase, right? This is obviously going to go much lower. Much lower. It's very clear. I was perusing through undercover, of course, on Discord groups over the weekend, and the overall sentiment is we're still long altcoins, we're still bullish this market. Solana's a great investment. Casper's a great investment. Casper can never go down lower than it is. Casper was always going to have an oversold bounce at 5.7. We identified that a month and a half ago. But the Casper Discord group is absolutely incredible. They've got over 80,000 members. None of them understand how low that coin is going. They're absolutely convinced. And I think they've been wrecked by certain YouTubers. Now, I can't mention their name because I'm fading them. I'm fading over 250 YouTubers. But who were the YouTubers who were pumping this coin when it was here, when we were legging it, noticing the froth? And we can read Elliott Wave. We know exactly the count on Casper. Fine, there was an oversold bounce. Obviously, in a bear market, there are going to be oversold bounces, and we nailed that to the T. We got the exact low, and we got the hell out of there. And right now, it's pretty much at the same place that it was a few days ago when we got out. But who were these $10 heroes here? Who were they? Those listening to my YouTube channel, they also listen to other YouTubers. They know exactly who I'm talking about. So that's the thing. On the group, we take things seriously here. We don't get paid to shill. We don't get paid to do this, that, and the other. Are we right 100% of the time? No. But we're right 86, probably 90% of the time. Whereas the average hedge fund is complete nonsense. So where are these pumpers at $10? Someone write in the comment section, how in the hell is Casper going to $10 anytime soon? This is a catastrophic collapse that is going on here, and Bitcoin is going far lower than most people think. And most people, because of this 4-year cycle theory nonsense and various YouTubers who have been pumping, they've basically been using the YouTube following as exit liquidity, right? So when they're pumping up XYZ Bitcoin, as they have been doing throughout all of this, they're basically exiting, right? Because they're getting paid by hedge funds to do that. This is going to get a lot worse, and I think people will be very surprised as to how low this goes. Anyway, that's all I have to update for today. If you want to know more, come and join the group. We have the full wave count here, and things are going to get very extreme here. And 5th of April, Death Cross. Looks as though it's going to happen.